In 2025, researchers at MIT ran a study. They took 54 students and asked them to write essays. One group used ChatGPT, one group used a search engine, and one group used nothing at all, just their own minds. When the researchers measured brain activity using EEG, a tool that tracks electrical signals across the brain, the results were striking. The students who used AI showed the weakest neural connectivity of any group. Not just weaker than the group that used nothing, weaker than the group that used a search engine too. And that connectivity did not stay the same over time. It declined across sessions. The more they relied on AI, the weaker the signal became. The LLM group showed up to 55% reduced connectivity compared to the group that used nothing. But the detail that stayed with me was this: 83% of the students who used AI could not recall the key points from the essay they had just written and submitted. Not a week later, not after sleeping on it, immediately after. The researchers call this cognitive debt, a slow accumulation of replaced thinking that builds up quietly every time we let AI do the mental work we could have done ourselves. That study is where this channel begins. Now I want to be careful here because it is very easy to take one study and turn it into a scary headline. This study was specifically about students using AI to write entire essays, handing over the full task from thinking to writing completely. That is one very particular way of using AI. And what it showed is that when we do that, when we hand over the whole cognitive task, something measurable happens. The brain, which was not asked to do the work, shows less activity, and the person who was not asked to think cannot recall what was produced. The brain, like any other part of the body, reflects how much you actually use it. That is what the researchers meant by cognitive debt. Not a punishment for using AI, a consequence of a specific kind of use, one where AI does the thinking instead of helping you think. Here is something most creators who covered this study did not tell you. This is a preliminary study. The sample was 54 people. The researchers themselves acknowledged limitations, including the sample size, the lab setting, and the fact that participants completed entire essays with AI assistance, which does not reflect how most people actually use it. Some researchers have also called for more rigorous follow up work before drawing strong conclusions. I'm telling you this because this channel will always be honest with you. One study is not a verdict, it is a signal, a question worth taking seriously. And the question it raises is worth taking seriously regardless of the sample size. What happens to our thinking when we consistently outsource it? What are we practicing and what are we not practicing in how we use these tools every day? Those questions do not need a perfect study to be worth asking. I want to be completely clear about something. I am not against AI, not even slightly. AI is one of the most genuinely useful technologies I have ever come across. It can help you learn things faster, understand complex topics more clearly, organize your work, save you hours, and open up possibilities that simply did not exist before. There are things AI does that honestly surprise me. Things it does better, faster, and more thoroughly than I could do on my own. The MIT study is not a reason to stop using AI. It is a reason to think about how we use it. Because the same tool that left 83% of those students unable to recall their own essay, that same tool, used differently, could help someone think more deeply, structure their ideas more clearly, and understand their topic better than they would have alone. The tool is not the problem, the approach is. That is exactly what this channel is about. Not AI versus humans, not fear versus excitement. Just one honest question: how do we use this technology in a way that actually makes us better? I started this channel because I think most of the conversation around AI misses something. It is either completely for it, use it for everything, automate everything, the more the better, or completely against it. It is dangerous, avoid it. And I think both miss the point. AI is a tool, an extraordinary one. And like every tool, what matters is not whether you use it, it is how and when and for what. This channel will look at AI practically and honestly. We will explore what it genuinely helps with. We will be honest about where it falls short. And we will build habits and ways of using it that make you sharper, not replace the sharpness you already have. The channel is called AI, Authentic Intelligence, because AI already stands for something, but I think it can stand for something more. Authentic intelligence is what you bring: your curiosity, your judgment, your creativity, your experience, the things no model can replicate and no tool can replace. The goal of this channel is simple: to help you protect that, develop it, and use AI in a way that genuinely serves it, not artificial versus authentic. Both together used well. I am learning this too. I do not have all the answers, but I think the question is worth asking seriously. Let us learn this together.